I'm a former Edwards Aquifer Authority Director for District 8 from Braunfels, and I'm in the district with Commissioner Parker. And I want to take a look back at the past and a look into the future. In 1964, when you say this plan was first set on a map, I remember when we were going through the master plan, I went to City Hall and I asked to see a record of when there was public notice of that designation and a public hearing, and there was no evidence of that presented to me. So I'd like to know if that exists, because I really wonder what they were thinking if the people didn't object to that even then. And then for the last week, I've been to 4 different groundwater meetings. I went to a hearing of the Texas Water Development Board. We're in GMA 9, Groundwater Management Area 9, and the numbers that the Texas Water Development Board come up with for our available groundwater apply to the whole area, the Edwards, the part of our aquifers that aren't in a district. We all of the area added together has to meet that available groundwater number and satisfy the desired future conditions. And every time there's more extra pumping, more exempt wells, all those exempt wells get subtracted from that number that the water development comes up with for the available water. That exempt well pumping all gets subtracted from there. Well, they didn't take in account their exempt wells either now or in the future. And when the Water Development Board got their desired future condition and looked at what their available groundwater availability was and subtracted what they had accountability for the exempt well pumping and for the part of the district that's unregulated, but part of the area that doesn't have a district that's unregulated, that gets subtracted from that available groundwater too. And it was very negative. It was so far behind they just could not accrue their desired future conditions. So now they're having to go back and account for all of that. Now all these districts that haven't turned in their plans yet for their desired future conditions are all going to have to go back and account for all the uncontrolled growth, all of the exempt well pumping that's not regulated, all of the pumping in areas that don't have a district that aren't regulated. This all has to be accounted for. We can ignore and ignore, but it is going to be accounted for. And all of these laws that have been kind of ignored, where we have laws on the books with the Endangered Species Act and the Edwards Aquifer Authority Act and the Texas Transportation Acts that protect our environment and natural resources. And they're all there. And as much as we ignore them, it's not going to last forever. They're not going to be ignored forever. And so keep in mind that you're setting us up for some of the worst, most expensive liabilities any community or county has ever had.